Hello my friends, this is Bobby D coming to you from Talamba, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome day in the Philippines today. Hope you're as well where you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about 5 changes that all Americans need to know about before coming to the Philippines. 5 changes that all Americans need to know about before coming to the Philippines. Yeah! Now, when we talk about the Philippines, you understand? This is a country that's going through a tremendous amount of transition. Yeah, they have a new government in place now, new leadership, and they are making tremendous strides towards bringing the Philippines up to a level of parity in the world. However, there are changes that are affecting Americans. Yeah. And you need to know about it. I've narrowed it, there's a lot of changes, but I've narrowed it down to 5 changes that I want to talk to you about today. That if you're an American planning on coming here, or you're American living here, you need to be aware of these changes and you need to keep abreast of what's going on. Now I've narrowed it, I put the changes into an acronym. An acronym for this change, for these 5 changes, is called Tipsy. Tipsy! And when you hear about these changes, you might just want to go and get a little tipsy. So here we go, y'all. First change. Now, if you're an American, you've been accustomed to coming here with no visa and getting here and getting a temporary visitor's visa. Easy peasy. Snap, tap, tap, chip, 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 chop, chop, chop. Got it. But guess what, folks? That's about to change. This is a pending change. T stands for tourist visa. Yeah. The tourist visa as we know it will be changing. We don't know exactly the date, but you can anticipate it will be changing between now and the first of the year, that Americans that come to the Philippines will be required to obtain a visa before coming. Yeah, it's going to be a new requirement that you get your visa before coming to the Philippines. Now, what's the process for that? Basically, you're going to have to find your nearest Philippine embassy, wherever you're located in the States. You may have, there may not be one in your area, but you'll contact them and find out the procedures. Very simple. No big deal. But there is an anti-US sentiment in the country right now, and it's coming from the leadership. So we need to be aware of what's going on. Anything that's coming out through the leadership, we need to keep an eye and track on it, because it may affect our stay here. For those of us that are living here, it may affect our stay here, and it may affect the visits for some of you coming here to the Philippines. All right, here we go. Second one, number 2. It's going to be, I is for influx. Influx. There's going to be a huge amount of Chinese nationals coming to the Philippines. Yeah, huge. Recently, the leadership just obtained a $24 billion deal that requires building of infrastructure, a lot of buildings. Chinese companies have contracted those venues to be done. So Chinese are going to be coming through. And also another thing that has happened is that the Philippines has eased they had a lot of restrictions on Chinese coming there, Chinese nationals, because they didn't get along. But now they're on friendlier terms. They've eased the restrictions on the Chinese nationals coming into the Philippines. So they're anticipating several 100,000 more Chinese nationals to come within the next year. Okay? So what's the thing? What's the big deal about that? The World Bank have classified China as crooks. They put them on the blacklist. They won't deal with them. So what am I saying? Here's the deal. You're going to be confronted with a lot more Chinese people coming to the Philippines. And that's a good thing for the government, because it brings in more revenues for our tourist revenues, tourist dollars. But as far as mixing and mingling, be aware of that. Third thing. S is for sentiments or feelings. Yeah, sentiments. Be aware that the sentiments, the feelings regarding the people here against, in reference to Americans is changing a little bit. Sentiments are changing. Now, before the new government was in place, everything was A-OK, no problems. They loved Americans. Now, it's a little bit different. The sentiments are a little bit different because the people in this country take their direction from the top down. If the leadership's unhappy, they're unhappy. If the leadership talks about this particular group of people, then they're going to talk about those particular group of people. So I remember several weeks ago, the leadership said something about the reporters were bad and they did some bad things. The next thing you know, the supporters of the leadership were attacking reporters. Yeah. So what am I saying? Be aware that the sentiment has shifted slightly to an anti-American feeling. Okay? But you got to be aware, it hasn't affected the entire country. It's only a select amount of people that have those feelings. P. P is for peso. And this is a good one, y'all. Peso. The peso rate is the lowest to the dollar that it's been in almost 8 years. So this is a good one. Every time there's a huge change that puts Americans in a dubious place, or makes a statement that's dubious regarding the Americans, guess what, y'all? The peso goes down and the dollar goes up, 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 up. Yeah, love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. So that's one thing you want to look out for. Those of you that are trying to send money to the Philippines, keep an eye on the exchange rate because it's going to continue. I expect it to go to 50 before the year is over. I expect it to go to 50 by the first of the year. And I haven't seen 50 in a long, long time. So guys, go get TransferWise and start sending your money. And I'll put some information in the description of this video regarding TransferWise. They give you the best rates, okay? Now, last one. TISPE. E is for exit. Exit strategy. Yeah. So, why am I having an exit strategy? Well, any place you go in a foreign country, you need an exit strategy. What is an exit strategy? Basically, if things go sour here regarding Americans, you need to have a plan in place. You need to have a plan in place that's going to get you out of this country efficiently and quickly. Now, I have a plan in place for me and my family. If we need to leave, we've got funds, we've got the location, we've got information regarding visas. All of that's worked out. And those of you that are living here in the Philippines, if you don't have an exit strategy, an exit plan, you need to start developing one. We have an exit strategy A and B. First exit strategy, we'll be going to Thailand. That doesn't work out. Our second exit strategy is Guam. Done a whole lot of research on this, and those are the two countries that we've selected as plan A, plan B. So, what am I saying? Bottom line is, there's a whole lot of changes going down in the Philippines regarding Americans. So you got to be able to receive what's happening, keep an eye on it, be alert to what's going on, and protect yourself accordingly. Has the changes affected me currently? I pretty much know. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, the changes have not affected me. Everything is pretty much the same. I would give it about a 9. Everything is peaceful, no anger towards us, as we spotted ever, and everything so far is okay. But this is a foreign country, and you never know how things can change. Things can change very, very rapidly. Okay? So that's it, my guys. You got to be able to take account of the tourist visa process. It's going to change. Be aware that there's going to be an influx of Chinese nationals. Be aware the peso rate has dropped tremendously and the dollar's going up. Then also keep an eye on the sentiments, feelings of people are changing for the Americans. And lastly, exit strategy. Develop exit strategy. This is all for now, my guys. This is Bobby D saying take care. God bless. Peace.